Arg, how are ye this morning, time pirates? I am here. I am alive, mostly. We'll see what the rest of the week holds. But I'm here and I'm ready to write this morning. I'll need to, read this chapter again that I'm on. But otherwise, I'm ready to write. Very excited about that. I like writing mornings. Time to finish up the last bits of this book. And we have an Alicia's chair. Look at that. Man.
I'm here.
And you already had breakfast. You're ready. You're ready.
Yes, I already made breakfast. I was trying to be like I turned it on and I was like, it'll take a second and I'll just go get my breakfast sandwich and come back, and then you were like talking. So that was faster than I thought.
You're like,
Oops.
apparently it's not taking a second.
Hi.
Awesome. So we are here on a Monday and I shall be prepared to write. I know you still have the chitlins this morning, yes?
Last day of spring break, yes.
Yes, one more day.
So you probably hear the TV in the background. I've already forewarned him he's got to turn it down. And the other one is still sleeping so far, so.
So far. Awesome. Yep. So I'm ready to get some writing done this morning. What do you plan to do this morning?
Breakfast, I need to make a couple of updates in this, and then I'll write as well.
Nice. And y'all have to let us know how you're doing in Priory. I am up to page 532, so I'm up to date to day 19. So I am 3 days behind, not including today, right? So 3 days behind. And so I'm getting there. I might finish it right at the beginning of the next month. But this will all depend because my mom is in the hospital right now.
No.
So we might be driving to Atlanta. So I don't know what's going to happen. So I don't know how busy you are Alicia, or how busy you are this week, Alicia.
I'm not.
Because I might need you to take over. We'll see what happens. So Saifo and I have been in limbo all weekend, not knowing exactly what's happening. I went ahead and started washing clothes. I'm like, let me just get all of our clothes washed in case we're leaving because we don't have any clean clothes. So we should probably do that.
Right. Let me know.
So yeah, so we're still in the I don't know stage.
I never liked that stage.
No, it's not a good stage. It's not a good stage at all. So I will call her this morning and see how she's doing, see if we get any more news. So yeah, we'll see. I might, if nothing else, even if they're going to release her, if she's still in the hospital, if they release her, we're good. We don't need to go down. If they keep her, we might go down just because Vicky, her partner, is there with her alone. So she's the only one dealing with, their house and their animals and her.
Gotcha.
So we might go down just to, relieve Vicky's workload, if nothing else. Not much we could do with mom while she's in the hospital. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But Vicky shouldn't have to go through this by herself. So we are trying to figure out whether they're going to keep her in the hospital long term or not.
Gotcha.
But I will keep you informed as we know more. I will be taking my laptop with me for sure. So I can still do the Wednesday nights. I can still do that. And I might be able to join you in the mornings, but my streaming computer will stay here. Do you see what I mean? And we couldn't buy the new one. That was one of the reasons why we wanted to get the new laptop, right? So I could stream from it. I cannot stream from this laptop. It is too old. It will not work. I've tried. So there's no way I cannot stream from the laptop. But I can do a meeting and join someone else's stream, that kind of thing, right?
Right.
So that part should be fine. I just don't know that I can stream. So we'll find out what's happening. Vicky said I could bring the puppy because there's no way I could leave the puppy at home.
Right.
Because the only one that could deal with her is Jenna, and Jenna is very busy. So
I imagine she's
yeah,
got
and
some things on her plate.
she does, and Xander not so much. He needs the last time we went to one of these events where we were selling books at the brewery.
Mm-hmm.
There was this like really sedate, calm as heck dog, who's an adult, so he's already trained and stuff, and he was up for adoption. I was like, that's the dog you need, Xander. That dog needed nothing. It was happy to be petted. And he did I was like, that's what you need right there. That is the level of care.
Right.
Yeah. So this high maintenance dog, no way. Though in her defense, she's been a little out of control, but she hasn't been walked the way she used to be.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling much better today. My hips are killing me though from all the sitting and all of the napping, right? And so I definitely need to get walking too. So I'm going to try walking again today because last time I tried it knocked me out. But I think I should be okay today. I've been eating fine.
Yeah.
I haven't tried eggs again. Egg seems to be the thing that's been upsetting my stomach more than anything, which is the weirdest experience. Why eggs? So, well, turns out it's not uncommon though. I looked it up, but it feels weird to me.
Right.
Especially considering that is like my favorite food of all time is eggs in many forms. So that's going to be really tough if I can't eat those anymore. But hopefully I'll be able to get her a good walk today and she will be a little more the good girl that I need her to be.
Ow.
What did you do? Oh, your shoulder.
Yeah. All I did was my coffee cup was over there and I picked it up and just moved it. And my arm was like, I don't like that. Stop that.
No more slippers for you.
Well, I had a new pair, so now I have new ones. But the old ones, it was like it ripped a hole. It got caught on the storm door. It ripped a hole in the fabric itself, and because it was stuck on the storm door, I went down. I couldn't get it unstuck to not fall down, and I was just like, I basically stumbled over my own feet while attached to a door. So,
And now your poor shoulder is paying for it.
exactly.
At least you
I
didn't
mean, I
like,
had
hit
a
your
couple
face.
of
It could have been worse.
scrapes, but the scrapes are all cleared up.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Zwank says, howdy, everybody. Happy Chip and Dip Day. Ooh, I can get behind some Chip and Dip. Happy OK Day. That's it. That's what I'm going for. I'm just going for OK.
Right.
And happy Cuddly Kitten Day. I mean, I do love kittens. I'm just not fond of cats.
I was gonna say I don't have kittens. I have a cat I could cuddle.
Not fond of cats. Though I have 2 of them. Swank, sorry about your mom. Positive thoughts coming your way. Thank you, Swank. Thank you very much. Swank says, I will be doing my morning pages during the first sprint. Excellent. Ren says, hello, everyone. Why, good afternoon, Ren. How are you doing? Ren says, mostly will be working today, but might listen to Warrior Faye in the Zodiac Academy universe or read Priory. How far have you gotten? I'm on 532. So making progress, over halfway. But not where I should be.
Maybe I should read Priory today instead of writing.
Nikki says, morning. So sorry about your mom. No, it's our Lily. Sorry, Lily. Morning. So sorry about your mom. It's all good, Lily. It's sadly something we have to all deal with at some point. This is exactly what we're all heading to, if we're lucky, if our parents live that long. So
Lily?
we'll just have to see. Nikki is actually Lily.
You mean Allie?
Allie.
I was like, who's Lily?
I'm giving you a third very special name, Allie. You're now Lily. You have a loving nickname at this point. Sorry. Hi, Allie. Good morning.
I'm sitting there looking at the chat going, who's Lily?
You're like, where is Lily? I do not see a Lily here. Sorry, my bad. The apparently not at 100% yet. That is the scary part when because your liver filters everything, right? So when, like, it happened with my dad at the very end, that as soon as your liver is not working properly, you get a lot of impurities in your blood, and that will affect brain function. So I'm always like, oh, my liver. I've done so much work to make sure my brain doesn't fail. Like, my heart's going to fail first. So my brain will never go. And then the liver function thing, I'm like, well, fuck, I didn't think of that.
Oh no.
By the way, that's not what this is. I'm not there, right? But yeah, it was the very last stage, like right before Dad passed. But he couldn't even remember where he joined the Navy from. He said he was in the Air Force and he wasn't. He was in the Navy, and then like all kinds of things. Like he got very, very confused, kind of like quick onset dementia.
Oh wow.
Just from impurities in the blood.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. It's really weird. And Ren says, just got up from an afternoon nap, so now having a second cup of coffee. Nice. I still haven't had coffee yet with my liver and my stomach upset. I was like, maybe not coffee, so I've still got tea with real sugar, which I'm starting to really like.
Ooh.
And I put less and less sugar in it, so I'm getting to the point where maybe I won't need sugar at all. Ren says, sending positive vibes for your mom, Kelly. Thank you, Ren. I appreciate it. Around the 500 pages mark. Haven't been reading Priory this weekend. Yeah, that's why had some time to catch up this weekend, so that's why I did 4 days over these last 2, so I caught up on 2 days. But we're pretty close to the same. If you're at 500, I'm at 532, so we're in the same ballpark.
You're further than me.
Yeah, I'm telling you though, I don't like Tana, or however you want to say her name, in the East, who's writing the Water Dragons. I don't like her. So every time we go over to her side, I'm like, ugh, can we move back to the other people I care about?
You're like, can we skip this part?
I know. I'm like, ugh. And I'm not, that's pretty common. You hear people talk about that all the time in Epic Fantasy. I'm usually not like that. I'm usually just fine with everyone's perspective. Not this time. She just rubs me the wrong way. It's very weird for me. I'm not used to that. Ren, but I go on my quarter break this week, so I'll be all caught up, finished soon. Yay! Yeah, if that was the only thing I was reading, I'd be pushing right through it. I don't know if I love it anymore, though. Right now, it's just okay. But I am just past the beginning, so I suppose this is, proper for today. Happy okay day. But we'll see. Like, if I had to rate it right now, I'd give it a 4-star. And I'm not sure if 4 stars worth 800 pages, right? So we'll see. We'll see. Ellie says, I have the same problem with eggs. I don't understand it, right? That's why I said I looked it up, and it turns out it's a common problem people have, where eggs really upset their stomach. And I'm like, this is so weird. I've eaten them my whole life. This is a sudden onset egg non-tolerance thing. Intolerance. And I'm not happy about it. It's a cheap, quick, easy meal.
Right?
I do not want to give up my eggs. Ren says, Allie, were you able to finish A Day of Fallen Night? Was it any good? Yes. Let us know. Because I have to decide at the end of this if I want to read any more. And I still adore Samantha Shannon's writing. Like, I really, really want to do the Bone Season. That's the other series. I definitely want to try that. But I don't know if I want to read any more from Priory series or not. I'm gonna figure it out by the time I'm done. Because it's really, really, it's fascinating, but it's not compelling.
Right.
So I need compelling, especially if I'm going to spend this much time reading something. I want it to be compelling. And I'm in the middle of so many series that I've been more generously DNFing them. right? Because I have so many series I really, really want to finish.
Right.
Why should I force my way through some of these other series? Let's see. I have on my spreadsheet for this year, I have 54 total series. One of them is finished, so I finished it this year. 7 are current, so there aren't any more books out, so I can't do anything about it. And 3 I have DNF'd, so that leaves 43 series that I want to read. Right?
Wow.
Like I really want to get to that next one. Some of which I already own the next book, right? So it's hard for me if I'm not really loving if the series is not compelling, where I must know what's happened, I must spend more time in that world, or I must know what happens to those characters, something like that. Any of those 3, does not have to be all 3.
Right.
Any of those 3, then that's what I'd rather be reading. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm kind of at the meh part of the book too, as in plot wise. So we'll see. You're
Ah.
singing to us.
No, that was the page loading
Ah.
for Spirit City. It just released the new
Oh.
DLC.
Oh, did they? I still don't
Mhm.
have the train one. So I don't want to buy it until I have all of the, because I don't do it very often because it doesn't work for me very well unless I'm desperate. It only having actual people on the screen works for me. Having virtual people, not so much. Unless, like I said, I'm desperate and I really, really want to read and I just can't concentrate. Usually on like Friday nights, there's no one streaming, or Saturday night, if I'm home, no one's streaming. And so that's when I will pull up Spirit City.
I have all of them. So the only one I'm missing is the new Enchanted Gardens.
Gotcha. Very cool.
And it just released. That's why it was doing the music. I was like, stop that. Shh. Because it plays like a video or something. I don't know.
It's like, look at this new thing. Come buy me.
I will. It's $7.99 and everything else is on sale right now.
Mm,
Because they're doing a spring sale.
nice. Ben says, Alicia, were you able to start on Sunday? Kind of zoned out during sprints yesterday. And
Nope,
you started Priory.
No, that's why I'm wondering if I should just start it now and not write so I can get caught up.
Well, here's the thing. It's 804 words, and we're going to be done long before you are. So what I would do is look at your priorities of reading and decide what's the highest priority. You know what I mean? That would be my personal recommendation.
I have to finish these.
I mean, you got to finish Heroes. Just finish it.
So, yeah.
You got to know what happens to Keen.
Well, then I'll
and
read
Sarah.
these. I'll
There
read
you go.
these.
There you go.
And then I'll start Priory later.
Yeah, and then you can skip this one, the Jesse Sprague one, and you can start on Wildbane. So you can go right to Todd, and then you'll be with us again.
I do have the first book in my Amazon cart. I need to make sure I have everything that I was going to order and then order it.
Yep. So then you can just catch up with the next one.
Yep.
Which the announcement went up. So even though y'all already knew, because I already told you, we're doing the Threadweavers, starting with Wildmane by Todd Fahnestock. That will be our April read. And this Friday is the Dragons of the North discussion. Assuming I can stream. So Dragons of the North by Jesse Sprague. I am about a third of the way done. So I will read that tonight on Writing Sprints. Nope. Reading Sprints.
Reading sprints. I was like, wait a minute. We're doing writing sprints. That's like you said it was... you said Priory was 804 words. And I was
Priory,
like, really?
Oh, did I?
Quickly.
I told you, man. There's so much going on. I'm so distracted that my wires are getting crossed all over the place.
I knew what you meant, though. So
yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Ren says, yeah, the pacing of Priory changes for me depending on where we are in the book. For sure. For sure. Nikki, morning. I finished A Day of Fallen Night yesterday. Oh, yay. Allie, sorry. Allie finished it. Yay, good job. So I will be reading Pride and Prejudice and Priory. Yeah, Pride and Prejudice. You know, we're reading Pride and Prejudice with 100
pages book club.
Thank you. We're starting next Wednesday. So I don't know
Yes.
what your plans are for the book, but if you want to read it with us, we are going to start it next Wednesday.
Ironically, it'll be April 1st when we start.
That means I will get to make our fantasy list finally.
Yay.
Let's see. And Ren says, I think my series are around 70 unfinished. Nice. I see all these people. I'm like, how do you have so many unfinished series? And now I'm like, okay, I get it now.
There's mine.
Your unfinished series?
Yeah. What
I
I
like how
did,
you have that set up. That's cool.
what I've done is I've color coded everything
Mhm.
by series. So like, if there's one more in Serpent and Dove, and I'll color that in, and then the next 3 books are a different series, and that'll be in orange. And then I've basically gone through, colored in what I've already read, because I've written the whole series in there. And then once I
Cool.
finish whatever I haven't read, then it gets colored.
Nice. Yeah, I use mine for
So I
big
picked my
genre.
series.
What do I have? So you can see the genres. So they're all color
Ooh.
coded for the genre.
See, I thought about doing that, but then I need to finish a lot of series.
I'm
Are
doing
you
that.
liking that planner?
I mean, it's fine. It's a calendar. I'm really just using it as a calendar and a notebook. I'm not actually doing any of the things it's intended for.
I mean, you could use it however.
Yeah. It's no better or worse than any calendar I've had. How about that?
There you go.
And Allie says it was good. Finished yesterday. Ren says, but I think it's because I try my best to keep up with new releases as they come out.
Mm,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, because
hard.
that'll have you starting even more series, right? Allie says, I don't give any spoilers, but I won't give any spoilers, but it was so good. Fascinating. Well, gosh, doggone it. Maybe I'll have to read that one too. Molly says, okay. Hey, Molly, good morning. Did some last minute sprucing up. Excellent. Is it today? Is it today? Do I read Dragons of the North? Do read Dragons of the North eventually, Alicia. It's wonderful. Yeah, I'm
I will.
really enjoying Dragons of the North. I still don't know if I like it better than the first one. I really like that first one, but I definitely like it better than the second. Ren says, Alicia, if push comes to shove, maybe you can start when Jen does her read along, if she still plans to do it later this year. Oh, that's right. So that you might just want to save it for that then.
Pacing through the pages, Jen. She's planning on doing a Priory read along.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can't get to it in the next 7-8 days of the month, then yeah, I'll probably wait. Because I have a couple of other books I need to read as well.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to do it so I have a clean slate for April, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So we'll make sure we have a clean slate for May, because that's birthday month.
Yeah, that's another thing I have to think about, taping my TBR, because if I'm out of town, I can't do any of that while I'm out of town. So I need to do that.
Oh, that's true.
Sooner rather than later. I wanted to finish, these 2 more books before I did it, but we'll see. And Allie says A Day of Fallen Night gives more perspective that you don't get in Priory. And at least that's what my librarian said. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because basically it's backstory because it happens before Priory.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have the 3 trees in it? Because I'm really interested in the world when the 3 trees were all active. And that's all I want to say, so I don't give spoilers away. Molly says inspections are supposed to start at 9:30 in 10 minutes, and I'm usually first, although last time they didn't come until noon. That's the waiting part's the worst. I'm like, just come on in. Being first would be nice. Just come look.
Just hurry up, get over it.
Just come on. Alicia, did you mention Jen's read along to Kelly? Yeah, but I'm reading it now, so do you see what I mean? Like, I'll be done with it before that happens. Ren says, I wish Priory was 804 words, right? We would have been done.
We would all be done.
Exactly. It would not have been nearly as good, though. Let's face it. I'm not a big fan of flash fiction. But I don't like poetry either. It's just me. My brain doesn't like the little things. Zwank, I can't believe I am saying this. I will be reading Pride and Prejudice with you guys. Yes!
Wow.
Welcome to the club. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have no idea. I might love it. I might hate it. I might feel absolutely nothing about it. I don't know. I've never read it, but I can at least, at the end of this, I can say that I have read it. And it
Yep.
has been slightly embarrassing that I've not been able to say that, considering how much I read and that I consider myself a widely read reader. And I have not read Pride and Prejudice. So it's needs to be done.
I always get the, well, you didn't read that in high school? No. You
I
didn't
don't
read
know
it in
anyone who
college?
read Pride and Prejudice in high
No.
school.
Well, I did like in my high school they did a lot of like Shakespeare.
Yeah,
So we
exactly. So
did
did
like
mine.
Romeo and Juliet. We did Hamlet. Um and then that was like freshman, I couldn't think of the words, freshman and junior year. But then sophomore year, I don't know what my teacher was thinking, but he did like a lot of like from the South type literature.
Yeah, that's actually pretty typical at that age. Yep, that's what that schooling. That's what we read too.
Oh, and then senior year, we really didn't do literature. We did a lot of vocabulary.
And a lot more writing than reading.
Yeah. I guess because of the like SAT type stuff, but I never took the SATs. So, because my guidance counselor was like, if you're going to a community college, then you don't need the SATs.
It's true.
He's like, it's
No
only
reason to
if you
stress or
plan
pay for it.
on. And I was like, well, I don't plan on moving away anytime soon. So, to community college it is.
Let's see. And Swank says Ola to Molly. And Allie says also need to do some more budget things. Well, you're in the right channel. Apparently, we're all about writing, reading, and budgeting around here. Who knew?
That's me.
Ren, I have one book of our fantasy, Pawn of Prophecy, and based on how things are going, I think I just will read it later and finish my 2025 our fantasy whenever. I feel like the book will put me in a slump. Well, you know what? It's been a long time since I read Pawn of Prophecy is really quick though. And I remember it being funny, but that was when I read it in like, the late 80s, early 90s. And my sense of humor has definitely changed. So I have no idea what I would think of it now. So is this the one that's something from the 80s? I was going to say, look up and see if anything else you've read qualifies under that. And then you could just cross it off. That's what I did for Into the Drowning Deep. Since I couldn't get the book for free, as I had planned on, because it was in Kindle Unlimited and then it wasn't.
Shame on them.
I'm taking our books out of Kindle Unlimited. It happens. But
Yeah.
it was very frustrating that I had it planned for months, a year, that this is where I was going to get it from. Because otherwise I would have put it on loan, for my library sooner, and then everything would have been fine.
Right.
I put in Book of Doors in its place, right? So that still counts. So just look. You might have read some other fantasy, sci-fi, or horror from the 80s and not known it. And Swank says May is also zombie month. May? Why May? Molly, I have coffee set up to start brewing as soon as they get here and candles lit. Nice. That's smart. Molly, she is going to read the other 2 books, Kelly.
Who is? Me?
She's going to read all of them? Like in a month?
Who? What book?
Jen for Priory.
Oh, no, I think she's doing like a read along or something. So it's kind of like a 1 book a month type. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I will look into it then. I will look into
I don't know the details.
Well, Jen, if you're at work and you have time to put in the details, please do that.
Yeah.
And Dee Dee Shimmy's in. Hey, Shimmy. Hey, Shimmy. Hey, Dee Dee. So good to see you. I'm having trouble with words today. So I'm sure my writing's going to be very fascinating. Molly says, Dee Dee. Molly, good Swank. You can take my spot with Pride and Prejudice. No, Molly. You have to read it. Read it. And I happen to have chips and dip. So brava. Oh, look at that. You're set. I'm going to get some hummus because I love to snack on hummus. And that's like good for my gut. So I really want to go get some hummus.
I loved when there was a taco inspired hummus flavor, and now they don't have it anymore.
Well, just add some cumin and chili pepper to your hummus and you're done. Or chili powder. Chili powder, cumin to your hummus. Now you got taco flavor.
Hmm.
Problem solved.
Now I have to go to the store.
Allie says, I just had to start Pride and Prejudice early, so I am not rushed and can enjoy it. Oh, I like it. I don't give anything away, but I'm finding all the 5 stars lately. So yay. Me too. I've been reading some really, really high quality books lately. So it's a good time to be reading right now. I like it. Which is nice because like 2 months ago I was like, oh, do I have to read this one too? And this month I'm like, woohoo, what's next? Swank says, I've been quite smug that I hadn't read it. I don't do romance. I did enjoy the zombie version. Yeah, that's exactly it, Swank. I don't like romance either, which is probably why, because I've read a lot of classics. Because when I was younger, I was a little, I am an intellectual. I shall read all of these classics. So I've read a bunch of them. But I never did Pride and Prejudice because I'm like, romance. Psh. The things we think when we're young. Obviously, I'm way over myself now. And so I still like classics, but I like reading everything, as y'all have seen on the channel. And and now I'm just curious. I want to see Pride and Prejudice. I'm not sure that you can spoil it though. Like it's part of our culture, kind of like when I did the Carrie thing. I'm like, I'm not sure I can spoil Carrie for you because it's part of our culture. So it is all over the place. But yeah. And Ren says, not sure if I'll be reading Pride and Prejudice with everyone. The classic I need to get through is Notes from the Underground and Other Stories. Oh, nice. Well, we'll miss you if you don't read Pride with us. Swank says, hi, Dee Dee. And Ren says, yeah, Upon a Prophecy is my 80s book. Yep. So, I mean, look, see if there's another one that you've read from the 80s. Nikki says, mine's Clean Slate July, birthday month. Ooh, nice. And Dee Dee says, hey, Swank. And Asprocell says, good morning. I hope we will be productive together. That is the plan. We are doing our morning greetings first, and then we'll start our first sprint. Molly, you guys reading Pride and Prejudice next month is perfect because there's an appropriate readathon. Cool.
There's an appropriate readathon?
Apparently. I'll check it out later. Open link in new tab, but not right now because I get distracted. I always have trouble with words. Yes, Dee Dee. Yes, I'm telling you, man. They're getting me today. Hey there, Molly. And Molly says, you can get things brought to you, Alicia. No going to the store necessary. Yeah, but it's more expensive.
It is.
Dee Dee, Kelly, did you get round to reading You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty yet? No, and I'm very angry about it. I did not get to it. But I will read it before the end of the year, before October, because I have it on my Pop Sugar thing. So I am still going to read it, but I did not get to it yet, and I'm very upset about it. My reading has been way too ambitious lately about all the books I think I can read. But I will, Dee Dee, before October. It is on that list. So it shall be read. I am so anal about getting these lists done, which is why it had to be put aside. I was getting another list done. Do you see what I mean? So it wasn't the top priority right now. So, and Ren, unfortunately, it looks like I didn't read any 80s books within the Our Fantasy time frame. Oh no, I only read 1984, and that was pubbed in 1949, and my edition 2015. Yeah, your edition doesn't count when it first did it.
Wah, wah.
1984 was in 49. Why did I think it was in the 70s? Shows what I know. Molly, how much is your gas? Mine is $1 higher than this time last month. Yeah, exactly. And so the delivery fees have gone up with the gas prices, so it's still cheaper to go get it yourself.
Yeah, I think gas for us, I think last time I got gas, it was like $3.89, $3.60. I don't know. It was like right around there. It's a higher $3.
Yeah.
And that's with me using my Upside app. Could probably look it up. Let me see.
I'm sorry, Allie. I don't know what that's referring to. Yes, you really can't. I'm missing something. Molly says my delivery prices haven't gone up. Well, they will. It's still cheaper to go. I'm telling you, if you do the actual math, it's still cheaper to go pick it up. Depending on where it is. But the farther away it is, the higher your delivery price is going to be. Like we did the math. It was cheaper for us to go pick it up. Like we went and picked up Whataburger yesterday. Because Zepha was like, I don't really want to pay those fees. And I was like, fair. Because not only do you have that fee, you also have other stuff added. And the food is more expensive when you order it online than when you go to the store. They do that on purpose. The place we do pay extra is for our grocery. Because when you order it to go, and we pick it up, we don't get it delivered. Even when you order it online for pickup, it's a little bit more than if you bought it at the store. So we already pay a little bit more for that. So now, does that mean we never get things delivered? Absolutely not. Sometimes it does. But only thing that we get delivered is already done food because we don't have time right now for anything else.
Right now, if I go to the gas station I normally go to, it's $3.82, but with 14 cents a gallon cash back, it's $3.68.
Nice.
So there you go.
See, that's what happens when you budget right things down. I have no idea how much our gas is. I only know it cost $56 to fill up our tank last time.
Last time it cost me $65.
Well, we are in Houston. We notoriously have cheaper gas than across the country, but it's still more expensive than it has been. You know, just like the whole country. So.
Yep.
And Molly says, okay, Kelly, you win. I get stuff delivered all the time, but you win. Yeah, we do too, Molly. So that's why we always do the math and decide which way we want to go that time, whether we want to pay the extra or not.
I tested it out when I first had Lorelei, and it wasn't so bad then, but the more you do it and the more I added it up, it was just like, this is not worth it. Like, let me just go back to the store. Plus, I can also pick which one I want, and it's like, if it's bad, then it's my fault, not theirs. Then I don't have to go through that whole thing. So I just go, let me just pick my own stuff.
Yep. And Dharma, good morning, peoples. I've been busy working on Facebook ads. Ooh, I hope you're having luck, Dharma. Ellie says way more expensive for delivery. Yeah, that's been my experience too. Molly Wren, don't you still have until the end of the month? But yeah, but that's 1 week, right? So. And Black Widow has joined us. Hello, everyone. Why, hello. Welcome in. Good to see you. Let us know what you will be working on. And Molly says, hi, Black Widow. And Dee Dee says, hey, Helene. So I guess Black Widow's Helene. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Helene. I love how someone in the chat always knows the person so they can tell us who it is. And Molly says, sore winning? Tisk tisk. Sore winning at what?
I don't know.
I don't either. Ren, yeah, Molly, I have till the end of the month, but I'm not really in the mood for it right now. Maybe my mind will change next week, but for now, I'm unfortunately not an R Fantasy completionist. I think, hey, it's technically a bingo card. If you only have one book left, you definitely made multiple bingos. I say you rocked it. Good job, Ren. Ren says, but I think it's a book I can finish in 1 or 2 days if I'm up for it. Yeah, it's pretty quick. But yeah, why force your way through a book when there's so much to read? I 100% agree. Unless you're anger finishing it. I do that sometimes. Ellie says, can't spoil Pride and Prejudice. Exactly, right? I mean, it's been around for a few hundred years. I don't want to hear the spoilers. Right. I think the audio is like 10 hours long. Dee Dee says, Alicia, I'm about to make the breakfast pancake you had the other day. Ooh.
You mean this one?
Ooh.
I have one. I'm probably going to have to heat it up just a little bit.
Sorry.
It's starting to get cold. No, you're fine.
And Ambrosel, I am from Germany. We do everything in liters, but if I converted correctly, our gas is $8.19 per gallon. Ouch.
Ooh, $8.19.
Here's the difference between America and Germany, though. Our public transportation system is basically non-existent. Only within the center of certain cities do we have anything even comparable. You get just a little bit out of the city, forget it.
Mm-hmm.
So in this country, if you don't have a car, you're stuck. It's extremely frustrating. I loved when I was in Germany. I only spent a summer there. I'm not an expert. Just want to put that out there first. But when I was in Germany, it was so easy to get anywhere I needed to go at any time without a car. It was wonderful. I
Oh yeah.
loved it. I'm like, oh, this is what freedom feels like. We talk about freedom. I'm like, you have no, this is freedom. Never had to worry about parking. Never had to worry, just jump on the train, get there. It was wonderful. Bus system was like on time. I don't even know what to say. It was awesome.
I remember being in Germany. We were there for a couple of years, but yeah, transportation. Every time we like had to take a bus or something, or even like I think we took a train once,
Hmm.
and always on time, smooth, no issues.
Yeah, and then I'm doing a lot more walking too,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I want to move downtown. I'm not really good at walking in circles. The puppies helped me because if I don't, she's a demon, which she's proved this week. Um, but I really suck at that. But walking to the place I need to go, walking home from the place I'm at, that I'm really good at. But
Mm-hmm.
even places that are close enough that I could walk if I lived in a city, we don't have sidewalks here. We don't have any safe place to go here. We don't have, you know what I mean? Like it's not,
Right.
I can't walk along the busy road. Have you seen people drive? So there's, I can't even
Same.
choose to have a walking lifestyle when you live in the suburbs, which most of us do.
Yep.
So yeah, it's very frustrating. So yes, your gas is way more expensive, but you should be able to use it a lot less theoretically. And of course, that's going to depend on where you are in Germany too, I'm sure. Um, Dee Dee says, "Oh snap! Yay! I'll let you know how it tastes. Good luck, Dee Dee. I
Yes.
hope you love it." And Ren says, "Here we mostly drive as well, but I'd say public transport isn't that bad here, though. Nice. So you have something in between, which is what our the inside of our cities are, right? Because even like in Houston, the public transportation sucks, but it does exist. So you could use it sometimes, but not all the time. And you have to
Yep.
be in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Ren says people either use trains, taxis, or buses to get here. There you go.
I've never used a taxi.
I've used taxi often. And now we, Uber and Lyft everywhere though. So,
I've never been in one of them either.
wow. Well, we travel a lot. I feel like you traveled when you were a kid and you're like, I'm done.
And it wasn't up to me either. I did most of my traveling as my parents were in the military, but
Right.
and then we bought this house and I was like, I'm not moving. I'll travel, but I'm not moving.
I have a really hard time staying in one spot. Not a house. I'm great with that, but I have to travel. And Zafo does too. So we love to go out and explore and see new areas. Good morning.
Grab your muffin.
All right, here we go on our first sprint. Oh, we're running late today. Sorry, guys. Here we go.
We're chatty.
We're chatty. You would think it was a Friday. It's because we were so focused on Friday.
Yes.
Right? Remember, we were like on it on Friday. We were like done on time. We got stuff done. So I guess today is our chatty. And
We're
Ren
making
says
up
I
for
Uber
it.
a lot too. Oh, look, they have Uber. They have Uber in South Africa, Zafo. We'll be good.
Ooh.
All right, here we go. 30 minutes. And that was our first sprint. How did everyone do? I am finishing what I started on Vanessa sprints last week to do the last bit of the ending, redoing the ending. So I'm like putting in the exact details of what has to happen because I'm just staring at the page. So I'm getting that all done. For some reason that helps me. And then I will get more writing in. And how did you do, Alicia?
I ate my breakfast sandwich. I woke up Lorelai because she's still sleeping, and I was reading.
Yay.
I got to find where I'm at. I think I'm on 193. Yeah, 193 out of 288.
Ooh, so close. So close. Can taste the ending.
What I wasn't prepared for was when I started the audiobook, I finished a chapter and then I went into the next chapter and that was a whole spicy scene. I was like, well, all right then.
You're like, pause, kids, go away.
That's why I added my headphones because I was just like, okay. You cannot hear this.
I have adult children, so I'm not as careful, except one time I was washing dishes, listening to a romance, not realizing, right? Like you said,
You're
a
just
surprise
going
scene,
along.
right? I'm just washing dishes and then blah, blah. I'm like, pause. They're adult kids. It's not a big deal. They were upstairs, probably couldn't even hear it. But, the mom in me was just like, no, cannot.
We're not taking chances.
Cannot. I'm pretty open with my kids. I'm not that open. Nope, I can't do it.
I mean, I knew that this was going to be spicy because anything from Jolie Vines, it's going to have some spice in it. I was not prepared for that spice. So if you saw me going like this and like hiding, it's because
you're like, oh, blushing time. I was like, blushing time.
We are not ready for this morning.
That's right. It's like it's very early for this.
Oh,
you having a hot flash?
Kind of. I was. It was a hot flash for sure.
Hi, Lorelai. How are you? Good morning.
She's just waking up. So
she's like, that's all I got right now.
Yep. She's got her first loose tooth.
Ooh, exciting.
What's interesting with her is, I mean, she's 6 and she's just now losing her first tooth. But the tooth that is supposed to, where the wiggly tooth is, the adult tooth has already grown in behind it.
Oh, wow, that's fast.
So, and I think that's what set off the tooth being loose because the adult tooth is trying to like get in its spot. So now it's just like, hey, man, out.
I mean, that's what always makes teeth loose. They push from underneath. I love it. I love it. Let's see. Okay. Ren said we were talking about Ubering and transportation in other countries, and Ren says I Uber a lot, but that's because I keep avoiding getting my license. Yeah, I can understand that. If you can, do you see what I mean? Around here, you've got to have your license. At least in, by the time you graduate high school, because otherwise you can't get anywhere. And Ambrosio says, let's go. That's right. Our first sprint. That's first sprint. And Vanessa joined us. Morning, Pirates. Arg. Good morning, Vanessa. So good to see you. How was your weekend? Vanessa made coffee, fed Old Lady Cat, fought with Old Lady Cat to clean her eyes and ears. Got the ears. Need to do the eyes again. Set up oat milk. And now I'm here for a few minutes before head shrinking. Excellent. I have my head shrinking tomorrow.
Head shrinking?
Yeah, psychiatrist.
Oh, I was like, what?
Is that not a term your generation uses? I mean, I'm watching a show called Shrinking for that. Like, that's exactly what it's about. Yeah.
I've never heard that term. I was just like, I'm picturing like you actually shrinking your head. I was like, what? I would have just said I'm going to the therapist.
Nope, that's what it's called.
Okay, hold on.
That's one of those terms. That's so funny.
That's
Vanessa says, I'm already tired. Well, you've already done a ton this morning. I get it. Alicia says, hey, Vanessa. Hey, Alicia. Jean. Good morning, Kelly and Alicia. Good morning, Jean. It's so good to see you. Alicia says hello to Jean, and Courtney joined us too. My gosh, everyone joined as soon as we went on a sprint. I think that's hilarious. Good morning, Courtney. Just waking up. Welcome, welcome. So is Lorelai. Y'all are in the same boat. Alicia
Yep.
says, good morning, Courtney. And Courtney says, okay, starting my workout back here. All right, we shall see you probably after the next sprint then. So keep those legs a moving. My hip is killing me. It hurts so bad. I took Tylenol and it hurts still. So I really sitting in this chair.
It's
making
your
me-
hip, my shoulder.
Yeah. Well, at least you injured yours. Mine is just called old age injury. Like yours should heal. Mine is only going to get worse. But it does help when I walk, right? So unless I walk too far, then it hurts again. It's, there's no winning. So I definitely need to walk this dog, assuming the rain. Would that be my luck? I feel I can walk today. I'm feeling okay. And it would rain, right? Right? That's what would happen. That's how my life works. Let's see. Ren says, had my coffee, had a bathroom break, and typed in study music on YouTube. Ooh, did you find something cool? Swank, did my morning pages and started my daily books. Excellent. Dharma, I made a berry smoothie, frozen berries, and milk. That sounds delicious. Almost grabbed the frozen veggies by mistake. I may need more coffee.
Oh. I mean,
with milk, I don't know. Apple juice, maybe.
yeah.
Ren says, also found a new release that I might want to read, The Castle and the Cloister by Laura Weymouth. That sounds good. Ren says, funnily enough, ever since I started reading Priory, I've been getting a bunch of Priory comp books being recommended to me. Yeah, the internet knows what it's doing. It can hear you. And Charles, hey Charles, we've not seen you in a while. Good to see you. You should be ready for our next Shorley Book Club. It is a series that I think you will adore. Wildmane is the first book. I really, really think this is right up your alley. And he's got at least the first 3. I don't know about the 4th one in audio. So highly recommend. It's right up. It's very much like what we grew up reading, right? So I think you will enjoy it. Zwank says, I use Shrink too. Yeah, see? Charles says, speaking of spice, listening to a Curse Carved in Bone, book 2 of the Unfaded Saga by Daniel Jensen. Vikings, lots of Norse mythology, and apparently lots of Norse banging too. Jean, I stayed up too late with Coda. Yeah, that's always a problem. I saw Coda Sprint Zone last night, but it was close to bedtime. So I liked them, and then I didn't say anything, and then I just I guess there's no...
She stealthily snuck in there and was like, boop, right. And off she went.
That's right. Like, I can't, not today. I cannot get caught up today. I need to go to bed. And see, it worked. I'm having a great morning. Jean says, yep. And Swank says hi to Courtney. And Allie says, I got to page 41 in Pride and Prejudice for the first sprint. Wow. So it reads fast, huh? Maybe we'll get our whole 100. I was afraid it was going to read slow because of the language. So I guess we shall see. Jean is sending you guys Healing Kitty. Thanks, Jean. My weekend flew by, right? All of my weekends fly by, though. I always tend to, they're booked. My weekends almost are busier than my weekdays most of the time. And Christina, good morning, Kelly. Alicia, Christina. Christina says, remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. And don't forget to save. Don't forget to save. I did save before I came over here because I'm doing good work, and I'm like, I don't want to lose it. Jean says, good luck at the dentist, Christina. Oh, you got dentist today? Good luck, Christina. I know that is not your favorite place.
I don't blame you. I don't like the dentist either.
Well, Swank says, morning, mama. And Aspercell, I got a lot of emails answered or deleted and even got to writing a little. Yay! That means you're ready to write even more next sprint. Me too. Let's do it. Yep. Let's do it. Ren says, hopefully the waterfalls nature music will help me concentrate for my last paper tomorrow. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Cool. Well, if you want any squeaky noise, I got that covered. You want me to record it for you? So I can be free from the shackles of my university, which I'm also very grateful for. Right? That's same thing. Yeah, I get that, Ren. I get that. And you're so close. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. So I hope the music helps. Jean says, good morning, Christine and Steve. You were very wise, Kelly. Every now and again, I make the right decision. It's not often, but it does happen sometimes. Allie says, morning, Lorelai. And Christina says, morning, Zwank, Jean,
Keepers.
and thanks. But what?
I was trying to tell Lorelai.
Gotcha. Ren says, I'm always so shocked to see Coda still sprinting when I get up in the morning. It's like everyone in the Dakota sprints are like vampires. I don't know how they do it. Right? I don't know how they do it either. I can't. I have like stuff I have to do during the day. If I didn't, then I get it, right? But I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Christina, yep, going in for crown prep on the front top. Excellent. One step closer. One step closer. Christina says, morning, Cora. Cora stopped and looked at me. She's like, what? Yeah, we're definitely going for WLK. All right, excellent. So that is the end of our break. We're going to hit our next sprint, and I'll see y'all in 30. And that was our second sprint. I must say I need to hurry up and finish this book because I keep going, oh, that's cool. I really should add that. And I need to quit doing that. I need to just finish it. So now I have another chapter. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I totally got to do that. So I'm going to do it because it's too cool not to. But I need to quit doing this. So I have got to get this book done. Or it will be the never ending book. And it's a book 4. It's not even the last book. So I need to leave some revelations for the last book. But yeah. Oh, maybe I'll do that. I'll leave this revelation I just had. I'll leave it for the last book. Yeah, I like that. That's where the last book will start. Oh, yeah, I like that a lot. All right, very cool. How'd you do, Alicia?
I got Lorelai's breakfast and then started reading. I got to 218 out of 288. So, what is that? 70
left.
pages?
Yeah.
Things are happening.
Hey, at least there's some action, man. Literally, in this case. Let's see. Allie says, I had a frustrating morning, called my psychiatrist office to get a refill for my medication, and it's out of refills. So I won't have any from April 1st when I take the last one till April 3rd. That's very frustrating. I'm so sorry. Like when you've got it and you're doing good and everything's working and you're on schedule and you're taking your pills like you're supposed to, and then you don't have them. I'm so sorry. I know Molly has gone through something similar, so I very much apologize you're having to deal with that. Allie says, I'm reading it audio and physically so I can keep Who's Who straight.
Nice.
Which one was that? Was that Fallen Night? You finished that one, though, right? I don't remember which book this is now. Vanessa, I'm back. My head has been successfully shrunk. Huzzah. Huzzah, Vanessa. And Dharma says, I'm making slow progress. I'm putting together my Facebook ads. Yeah, they're kind of a nightmare. As Brazil, I have to log out early today. My brother and his family are coming this afternoon. It's 4 p.m. here. Excellent, excellent. Well, you go deal with that. Give your brother and his family large hugs. And I hope you have a good visit. Rensis actually studied last sprint. Pure silence ended up working better than the study music. You never know, right? Yeah, you never know what's going to work and what isn't. Yep. Yep. Ren says, also, Kelly, how was the movie? It was fine. She's talking about Project Hail Mary.
Oh. I was like, what movie?
I would really like to hear the opinion of people who see the movie but haven't read the book. Because I know the book is always better, but the book is not always better. There are a few movies where the movie is better. But better doesn't mean not good, right? As in, not as good as the book doesn't mean it wasn't a pleasure to watch. But it skipped over so many things, and it added some scenes that were supposed to be emotional, but because they skipped over the things that I thought were already emotional, they felt surface level. It didn't feel real. They changed his character from what was in the book, and I hate that because my number one thing is that you can't mirror the book. You just can't. In this book that's, almost, 600 pages long, you cannot put that in a 2-hour movie. You just can't. So things have to be cut, right? But the movie should make me feel the same way the book did. That's my opinion on it. That's my personal opinion. There's no rules, right? My opinion is the movie should make me feel like the book did. And this one didn't. However, I don't like Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
So I don't know how much my dislike for him affected the way I liked the movie. And I say this knowing, though, that if the movie's good enough, it doesn't matter if I don't like the actor. Things like I can't stand Tom Cruise. Can't stand him. He's one of my least favorite people.
I'm not a big fan of his either.
Do not like him. But Top Gun Maverick is one of my favorite movies of all time. So if the movie is good enough, it doesn't matter that I don't like the actor, right? And this book was a 6-star book for me. It was so good. Right. And so that story and the way it made me feel, it shouldn't have mattered that it was Ryan Gosling, right? But I don't like that they changed his character. Why do that? Why do that? I don't
Mm.
like that. I don't like that. It's because I think the director didn't understand. The script writer, I don't know if they even read the book, or if they didn't understand it. Because it's not like he thinks like everyone else. Like I said, I'm surprised at the popularity of Project Hail Mary because he's not a neurotypical brain. And so I don't know. I was the arc that happens, like the character growth that happens. There are
Mhm.
some parts they left out of the movie and they changed the movie. They had to. One of them I'd already guessed. Um, and then the other one made sense why they changed it. Most of the changes and most of the things like giving nothing away, because you have to know it's immediate in the movie, is that there is a um, space bacteria that is eating the sun, and it's traveling between the sun and Venus, and they don't know why. But it's going to cut the suns down by 10%, which is going to put us in such a winter, it's going to kill almost all life on this planet. And so that's what the start of that movie is. Start of the book, start of everything. This gives away nothing. And there's a lot I can't talk about. Some of the cool parts of the book, the coolest parts were the discovery parts where he discovers things. And he discovers that this thing that it's seeing is a life form. And he names it astrophage. Okay. Again, this is the very beginning. I'm giving nothing away. There's a lot of other things, but I can't talk about it. They will give it away.
Right.
And he names it astrophage. They had the perfect opportunity in the movie to show that, but the way they treated it in the movie is someone else had already named it astrophage. I'm like, but no, he names it. Like, this is important
Right.
because it shows that he's there from the very beginning and he's key to everything that's happening. And that's a very important part. And it made me very unhappy that it would have taken him 5 seconds to put that in. But the other things I have complaints about, I can't really talk about until either you see the movie or read the book. So yeah, I have to do one or the other. But it's things like that would have been easy to do. Actually, somebody in our group noticed a huge error in it too that I didn't even notice. I was like, "You're right. They can't do that plot hole." But again, I can't talk about it unless you've seen it. So, so it was fine. It was fine. It wasn't like the worst thing I've ever seen, but it was fine. And considering the book was 6 stars, I would rather just read the book again. I'll never watch the movie again. I will probably read that book again.
Wow.
Let's see.
Oh, they jumped.
Right. So that was the movie. Ren was like, "Wow, I opened a can of worms there." Courtney says, "I am good and sweaty. Good workout. Surprised I did it because I had such horrible insomnia last night." Good for you, Courtney. That makes it a true victory. Nicely done. Your sleep, I don't know how you deal with it. It's got to be a freaking nightmare, right? Working nights, but trying to live during the day, but not quite. But you need to sleep, but you can't. Yeah, that's hard.
You've got to find a balance for sure.
Thank you for being out there. I'll tell you, if I'm in the hospital overnight, my mom's in the hospital right now overnight. We much appreciate your sacrifice. It's definitely necessary part of our society. So we appreciate you, Courtney. I wish we could make it easier somehow. Zwank said, "Finished my daily books, changed out laundry, and made tea. We'll be reading The End of the World next sprints." Excellent. Courtney says, "Good job, Swank. I also am doing laundry while working out." I also am doing laundry. I need to do the load. I'll wait till after the last sprint, though, and I'll go do the next load.
I just have to put laundry away.
Nice. Swank says, "Finished my daily..." Nope, read all that. Vanessa, "I shared the picker wheel with my therapist, and he thought it was brilliant. So thanks, y'all, again." Absolutely.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. Courtney says, "I think if you read the book, you will be overcritical of the movie automatically." I agree, which is why I try not to be, as long as the movie makes me feel the same. I have that. I know we can't talk about Harry Potter around here, but that's how Harry Potter made me feel. There's so many changes. We could nitpick the heck out of the movies, but the movies made me feel the same way the book did. That's an up for me. That's what the movie has to do. It can't do what the book did, but it can make me feel the same way. That's what it should do.
That's why I'm very skeptical of the TV show that they're doing, because I'm like, why are we redoing this? Like, you already made the movies.
Well, I won't watch it because the problem is I won't give her any more money. So I am done. She will not get another penny from me. So all of my Harry Potter experiences are past experiences. I will not do anymore. Not another dime to that woman.
The only thing I will do is visit the parks.
Well,
Like the portions.
by visiting the parks, she doesn't get any money from that. But by buying anything from the Harry Potter stuff at the park, she does.
Mhm.
And then anytime you watch anything, anytime you buy any merchandise, anytime you buy the books, anytime you watch the movies on streaming, like if you didn't buy them before, like have them on DVD or something, then she gets money for them. So
Oh
I'm
no,
like,
I have them on DVD.
see, she's already gotten that money. She won't get it again now. Do you see what I mean? But
Mhm.
so yeah, it's really, I think it's really, it's pathetic that she's the way she is. That's what it is. Um, Let's see. Vanessa, I also hate it when they change the character for a movie. It's so frustrating because that's the part that makes me love the story. Exactly. That's the real part. That's the thing that makes it last for you. For most readers. I won't say all, but vast majority of them. Vanessa's also on the can't stand Tom Cruise train. Yeah, I cannot stand him. But man, that movie, favorite. God, I love it. We just watched it again. Kevin just put it on while he was cooking dinner. And so we didn't even see the beginning, but then I sat down when he was cooking, and then Jenna and Xander joined, and we all just watched the whole movie because it's that good. We just could not watch it. It's so good. Ren, I think I might watch the movie before reading the book. So if I do that, I'll let you know. You can, but I'm telling you, man, there are surprises in the book that will blow you away, and some of those will be spoiled by the movie. So either way, just letting you know. Jean says, I dislike Nicole Kidman. She's not my favorite, but I don't think I have any opinion on her one way or another. Courtney, I didn't realize Gosling is Canadian. Yep. One of the long list. Like, he might be the only Canadian I don't like. No, there's William Shatner. Never mind. There's two. Jean, this was Passion Project Ryan Gosling, and he owned the rights too. Man, well, if it was a Passion Project, he owned the rights and he loved it, you'd think he would have made it feel like the book then. I don't understand why he did what he did then. It did list him as a producer, but I was just like, I don't know why he did that.
Did he read the book?
If it was a passion, you would think so. But no. I won't even say he did a bad job. The script and the direction the director took it, I was not happy with. Jean, I wrote a short review for a writing book. Ooh, nicely done, Jean. Mel says, trying to finish. Oh, by the way, hello, Mel. Have I seen you this morning? I don't think I have. Trying to finish up Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan, the third book in the Skyland series. I'm 70% in. Excellent. I still have to read that series. Ren, haha, the can of worms are welcome. But based on what I've heard, people who haven't read the book absolutely love the movie. There you go. There you go. That's why I was curious about your thoughts. That's why I need to know more people who haven't read the book. Courtney says, generally, I have no problem sleeping at night. I don't work nights every night, so much easier. Ren, my movie fanatic friend still has to go see it. She's going this week, and I'll let you know what she thinks. Thank you. That would be cool. I would really, really like to know someone who hasn't read the book, what they think. She is the type to watch all the Oscar-nominated movies just to see, just to guess who the winner is, right? Yeah, I love that. Ren, makes sense, so she will probably be very critical about it as well. Excellent. I'd love to see it. Molly, inspection over. Finally, everything is fine. Yay! QWERTY has an event in April called Do Your Shitstorm. Yes, it's for cleaning and crafting. I shall be uber cleaning and decluttering. I love it. I have so much reading to do, though. I don't have time for anything else. As in for my hobby. I don't have time for anything else. Vanessa says, I'm so annoyed more Oscars didn't go to Sinners. Yeah, I thought it was going to sweep. I haven't even seen Sinners. I just mean from the hype and the things I've heard about it and all that kind of stuff. I thought it was going to sweep. Courtney, okay, going to take Doggo for a walk. She is mean nugging me. She's mean mugging you. She's like, come on, Mom. Yeah, so is mine. She's going to have to wait for one more sprint, though. And Mel says, hey, Courtney, enjoy your walk. Jean, how does she not get money from the park? She should have negotiated a better deal. No, for the park, she doesn't get ticket money. So, like, the park's paid her the rights to use it. So that's already been paid. But she does not get paid more because you bought a ticket to that park.
No, the only thing that she really had a say on with the parks is how they were going to set it up. She was in the process for that. But then like anything that they sell, if they add, so like right now, for example, they have 7 different versions of butterbeer. So if they wanted to add one, they would have to go through her so that she could approve it, and then they would go from there. But she would still, because it's her concept from a story she wrote, they would still
Well,
have
she
to.
has the IP, so they're
Right.
not allowed to do anything with that IP without her permission.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure she still gets a cut of the butterbeer. She gets a
Yep.
cut of that. She gets a cut of anything. She
Anything
gets a
from
cut of
those
any of that.
sections.
Not just when a new one. If you buy a butterbeer, she gets a cut of that. What she does not get a cut of is how many times is she doesn't get a cut of the ticket sales
That's right.
into the park, and she doesn't get
Right.
a cut. Like you can ride that roller coaster all you want. She doesn't get any of that.
Right. No, like
But
anything that's like bought within those Harry Potter sections, then she
yep,
has a cut of that.
yep, because that's her IP. And I can't give money to a woman who's hurting people I love. I just can't do it. Let's see. And Ren, I don't mind spoilers. I've accidentally read books out of order before. If I could do that, I could do anything. Vanessa says, "Hey, Mel." Jean says, "I think Nicole Kidman has been overcast. There are other actresses who could be a better fit." Fair. Mel says, "Hey, Vanessa." Jean says, "My percentage is at 44% on NetGalley." Ooh, nicely done. Ren says, "Hey, Vanessa, Mel, Jean, Courtney, and Dharma, and anyone I missed." Mel says, "YouTube probably swallowed my comment, but I did say good morning to you and Alicia and everyone else in chat." Aw, it might not have been YouTube. It could have just been me missing it because it's been jumping, so I might have just missed it. But it's good to see you.
I was gonna say there was a couple of comments I think you missed.
Yep,
I
it's
don't
jumping
remember
like
seeing
crazy. Look, it just jumped
Yeah.
again. So I might have missed them. Just know if I miss, it's not always YouTube. Sometimes it's me. Mel says, "Ren." And Vanessa says hi to Mel. And Ren says, "Whoop, whoop, for your NetGalley percentage, Jean." Vanessa says, "You need to watch Sinners." I know. I'm just, horror
Nope.
movies, especially from what I've heard of this one, really freak me the fuck out. So, I have enough nightmares. I'm not sure I need any more. So that's why I've been avoiding it.
I won't watch it.
It literally scares me. And Safo won't watch it with me. He won't touch horror movies. So
Nope.
maybe Jenna and I can sit down. She likes horror movies. Maybe we can watch it. And then the puppy could just sleep with me tonight, and like it scares me. That's why I've not watched it. Vanessa says, "Hey, Ren," and Mel says, "I have yet to watch Sinners. I really want to, though." Yeah, see, me too. See, that's me, Mel. I'm scared. I'm scared.
I'm not watching it. Nope. I know my limitations, and nope.
Vanessa says, "Mel, oh man, it is so good." As Vanessa, I just rewatched it the other night. Jean, I have homework from my massage therapist to watch Sinners before Thursday. Uh-oh, you better get on it.
I don't even think I've seen a trailer, so no thank you.
Forget it. It looks like we all need to get on Discord and watch it. Jean, you can set that up, right? You did it before?
Nope.
Let's see. Mel, I believe it. I need to find where it's streaming. Dharma, thank you for your support of trans people. Absolutely. Always. Mel, I know it's on HBO right now. Don't say that. I have HBO. Seriously, man. I'm so scared. I'm scared before I've even started it. Oh, okay. Thank you, Vanessa. Mel says. And Vanessa says, "I was never a huge Harry Potter fan." Oh, I was a huge Harry Potter
I
fan.
am. Yeah.
But I also won't buy anything that will give her money. I won't watch the shows, buy the books, etc. Exactly, Vanessa. I'm the same thing. I'm not going to give money to a person who's hurting people I love. Just not going to do it. Sinner watch party.
You guys have fun with that.
Alicia says, "I am not in." All right. And let's do the last sprint. Here we go. And that was it. Last sprint. And I had the last bit of the book completely outlined. It looks like 3 chapters. So exciting to be there. It feels good. So if I don't have to drive to Atlanta, hopefully I can knock out this last bit. How did you do, Alicia?
I got to page 245. Like, there's 2 sentences at the end of 245. And I'm like, damn it.
So close. So close.
So close.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You can get that book done today. No problem.
Oh, for
What's
sure.
that book for? Is that for fun? Is that for another club? What's that one for?
This was one of the books I think I was supposed to read in January. Because remember, I made a list of all the books that I'm supposed to like get caught up on. So this was one of January's books. And so once this is done, then I can cross it off the list. And then I've got to read this one because this was technically December of last year. So this has to get read. Then it can get crossed off the list. And then I can just slowly see how many I can get through for the rest of the month.
Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. You got a week left. You can read a couple books.
That's what I'm thinking, especially with the kids going back to school tomorrow. And if I don't have any errands to run, then I will be here reading, writing sprints and reading.
I love it. I love it. Let's see, where were we?
I think.
And Mel says, "Oh yes, a watch party sounds fun for sinners." Vanessa says, "I'm gonna go bottle some oat milk, set up the second batch, maybe do some laundry." And Ren says, "More knowledge was secured in my brain." Thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely. Thanks for being here, Ren. Ren says, "Whoop whoop for the final 3 chapters, right? So exciting." And then I just got to go back and revise it and then send it off to the editor. So close. Ren says, "Are you writing a new series or a continuation standalone?" This is book 4 in the Emergence. So it's the one that starts with the Collector. They have the Collector, the Healer, the Twins. This one's the Spectre. And the last one is going to be named like the Sorceress or the Wizard or something along those lines. I haven't decided the exact title yet, but something about magic users will be the last title. Ren says they are already going back to school. Spring break went by in a flash, right? It goes very fast, unless you're the one actually watching the kids.
It
Yeah,
felt
probably
like
not.
it went forever.
That's what Ren says. Probably not for Alicia, but definitely for them. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, and we spent the first couple of days of that decluttering Lorelai's room. So, and then I got to a point I was just like, I'm done. Nope.
I'm done. No more. Swing says, "I'm at page 393. Nicely done. Good progress." Mel says 75% into Can't Get It Done. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Can't get enough.
Right. I can't get enough. I Can't Get It Done is my memoir. My memoir is going to be called Can't Get It Done.
I feel like I would have one along similar lines.
Yes.
Just it's not enough time is mine.
Yeah. Mine will say finished? Question mark.
Right? Yep.
Awesome. All right, so we are going to run away for the day. Thank you for starting it with us. Tonight I will be sprinting at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be reading. I will be reading. Where did I put it?
I don't
Here
know.
it is. It ran away. I will be reading Dragons of the North, so I can get this finished up for our book club on Friday, and that will be at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. So get this baby read. Very excited. It is the last one in the Forgotten Path of the Elors series. This will be our second completed series for Shore Leave Book Club. Very exciting. Very exciting. I'm happy. All right. Are we good? Do you have any last words, Alicia?
100 Pages Book Club is on Wednesday, we are doing the discussion for Book of Doors. So if you can't make it, make sure you put it in the Discord. And we'll go from there.
That's
And
what Lindsay
then-
did last time. So
Yep. And then videos sporadically throughout this week, I think, because I have one that I'm editing and I have to film one that needs to go up. And it should have gone up this past Friday. So we're playing catch up on all things this month.
yeah, I'm definitely behind on my videos, but I'm doing the best I can.
Yep.
That one's not my full-time job, so I get them up when I can.
Yep. That's
Christina
it.
says our son's spring break does not start until Monday, and they only have the week.
That's what we had. We had a week.
And Swank says, thanks for Sprint. See you tonight. Absolutely. Ren says, do you start Pride and Prejudice this Wednesday? That's next Wednesday.
Nope. So
Just get
this
one more week.
Wednesday, this Wednesday's discussion, and then next Wednesday, which I believe is April 1st, is when we start Pride and Prejudice.
And Ren says, Jessie Sprague has such pretty covers for their books. Yes, she does. But she's an
Mhm.
artist. So I think she's got that artist eye. So she's able to really, really do some pretty things. Ren says, bye. Vanessa says, woo, back. Just in time for us to leave. I started laundry, bottled oat milk number 2, set the oat milk thing up on self-clean, and filtered the oat milk. Look at that. Look at that. Get her done. Get her done.
Productive.
I love it. I love it. Well, I'm off probably to Nicole's sprints. That is my typical Monday. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to eat eggs one more time and just see if it's the eggs that are upsetting my stomach. So if I nap this afternoon because they made me sick, we know no more eggs. I'm really hoping that's not the case and it's just because I was sick. So this will
I'm
be
wondering.
my final test.
I wonder if
sorry?
you just gotta. I wonder if you just have to like take a break from eggs for a while.
Well, if this eating these eggs this morning make me sick, then I'm just not gonna. Now this is scrambled eggs, so I have not tried boiled eggs yet, right? So I will still boiled eggs will be a separate experiment, but I will at least not eat scrambled or over easy, which is the same kind of prep. As in, it's very different, but I can't imagine it being different digestively. So
Right.
but boiled eggs can be different digestively, so I will try those ones too. And Vanessa says, so now I have very clean counters. I don't have anyone coming over, so I don't have clean counters. I only have clean counters when someone's coming over. Like, got to clean up these surfaces. And they're so pretty. Ellie says, got to page 60 in Pride and Prejudice, started some laundry, and took some of my meds. Apparently it's laundry day. Like, at least half of us are doing laundry. And Christine says, thanks for hosting today, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely. Thanks for being here. And we have our public service announcement. And Allie says, thank you for hosting, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you all either tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll see you then. You missed the part about the self-cleaning overflowing. Oh, you're right. I did. I did not see that part. I missed it. Apparently overfilled the self-clean because when I turned around it popped the lid off and there was soapy water all over the counter. Oops. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
That's why you have clean counters. I got it now. I got it. It makes sense. Makes sense. Jarma says, I boil about 6 to 9 eggs for my wife who's on GLP-1. Gotcha. And Allie says, see you tonight for reading sprints. And that's the point, right? It's a really easy source of food and protein. Like, so if I can't eat them, I don't know what I'm going to do. Vanessa, thanks for sprints. And Mel, thank you for the sprints, ladies. Absolutely. All right. So we shall see you tonight or tomorrow.